So Billy, 2-0 to Leeds United tonight, leaving the game for a second, and a fantastic night for this ever-growing non-league football club.
Yeah, crowd 1,300 through the gate. You know what a absolute credit to everyone who I come down quite early on, and Matt was here doing his bit as usual. Dave the ground number here, try to mark up, and people around the ground helping out. It's phenomenal. And the club is certainly on the up. It knows how to do the right thing. It does it all the time with social media. I know sometimes you could argue that they're overexposed for the level that we play at, but that's such is the ambition of the football club.
Is that my fault? Yeah.
That's your fault.
I'll take that.
That's your fault.
Looking at the game, what were you pleased with? What were you not so pleased with? What did you take from tonight's game overall?
Well, I think for us tonight was more about just minutes on the pitch for us personally. We're not going to play against pro sides week in, week out, so it sort of changes the emphasis, gives our lads a chance to gauge where they are. Massive thank you to Leeds United for coming down again tonight, and I think they're a big attraction, aren't they? You know that by the side of the gate. So I think for us personally now, this week's more about football club. We've got another one on Friday night, and let's hope it's as equally supported. I know John was working really hard, and crazy to get the side they're putting together is second to none. If you want a who's who of people who've played at the highest level, then get down on Friday night.
You fielded two completely different teams in each half tonight. Are you pleased with how the squad's taking shape, or is there still work to be done in your opinion?
The squad's shaping up quite nicely, to be fair. I think if the season was starting at the weekend, then we'd probably be in a good position. I think it's important to have a healthy squad to get through the games, because they do come thick and fast. In pre-season, you tend to play. I think we'll end up playing about 10 games in about a 5-week period, and that's similar to what we did at the back end of last season. We were all moaning about it, so you have to be careful with pre-season. It's about getting the balance right and making sure people get the right amount of pitch time. But it's also important that the people that you bring in are not just getting 10 minutes and 5 minutes here, and I think we've tried to do that tonight by making sure that every player, the 22 players that we got, decent.
On to Friday night, we have somewhat of a different match for the lads. They take on a ex-Prem 11 or ex-professional 11 in a charity match. What are you expecting from that kind of test?
Well, John Hall's told me they're coming to beat us. John Hall said the pace will be twice as quick as it was.
They want to win, won't they? They want to win.
Yeah. And Cressy said the same. Cressy said he's going to be electric up front. And Michael's told me he's played in goal for him as well, so we've promised no shots. I think it'd be a brilliant night for the football club again. It's on a Friday night, which means that people can still have the weekend to do what they want to do, and I think that's always a good idea. So, I'd encourage people to try and turn up again, and come down. And these people, they're nice people, they'll stand, they'll mingle with the crowd, so it'd be a nice opportunity for anyone who knows the players or have seen them play over the years to actually come down and meet them.
Yeah, obviously the Either Stick fixtures were announced last Friday. Just want to get your thoughts on our first 6 games. Start with Hyde, away from home on their brand new 4G pitch, and then first game at home will be on the Tuesday night against Albion, including also Scarborough in the FA Cup, and Farsley, Celtic among others.
Yeah.
Tough start.
It was always going to be. The level of football that we're going into is really good. It's relentless, it doesn't wait about for anybody, and I think what we've got to do is try and find our feet as quick as we can. Hyde away, I've watched Hyde already, will be a difficult fixture, well organised, got a great game plan, got some good players. Albion just know how to play at this level of football. Richard's done a phenomenal job with Albion, they've kept faith in him over the years, and him and Eric have put together now an half-decent side, and the club's run really, really well. They get the right people in at the right time, and last year they had a brilliant season, so that's going to be a difficult game. And then the local derby with Scarborough, which will be the FA Cup game. Again, it's a brilliant fixture for the football club. That's where but we want it to be there, so we're not going to be scared of it. We're going to go into the game full of confidence. We're going to go into the league campaign full of confidence. And then Farsley, I think they'll be one of the teams to watch this year for definite.
Thanks for your time tonight, Billy.